In a city that never slept, I was the one who kept its secrets. My name is Alex, and I'm a chronographer, a historian of moments, able to see the echoes of the past. It started small, glimpses of conversations from yesterday, shadows of people who had long since left a room. But one night, everything changed. I was walking through the old market district when a flicker of light caught my eye, not from a street lamp, but from the very air itself. It was a tear in time, a shimmering portal. Before I could process it, a hand shot out and pulled me through. I landed hard on cobblestones, not in my city, but in a world lit by gas lamps and filled with horse-drawn carriages. A woman in a Victorian dress helped me up. "You're late," she said, her voice urgent. Her name was Alara, another chronographer, but from a different era. She explained that time was fracturing. Someone, or something, was deliberately creating these rifts, pulling people from their timelines and causing chaos. We were part of a hidden society called the Weavers, tasked with mending these tears. Our first mission was a blur. A rift had opened in a 1920s speakeasy. The air crackled with temporal energy as flappers and mobsters flickered between their time and ours. Ilara showed me how to focus my ability to see the anchor point of the rift, a silver pocket watch that didn't belong. As I reached for it, a man in a sleek, futuristic suit materialized. He was a null, an agent of chaos who wanted to erase history. He moved with impossible speed, but Alara was ready. She threw a device that froze him in a bubble of slowed time, just long enough for me to grab the watch. The moment I touched it, the rift sealed, and the speakeasy returned to normal. We jumped again, this time to a space station orbiting a planet I'd only seen in sci-fi movies. The nulls were already there, trying to sabotage the station's core. Alarms blared as we raced through zero-gravity corridors. Ilara and I worked in sync, her knowledge of advanced tech complementing my raw temporal sight. I could see the nulls' next moves before they made them, a dizzying dance of cause and effect. We rerouted the core's energy, pushing the nulls back, just as the station's defenses kicked in. We escaped through another rift, the explosion of the nulls' ship lighting up the void behind us. Our next destination was ancient Rome, during the height of the Empire. The Colosseum buzzed with the roar of the crowd, but the air felt wrong. A powerful null was here, trying to alter a key event. We found him in the catacombs beneath the arena, a man who called himself Silas. He wasn't just creating rifts, he was rewriting history on a massive scale. He told us he was from a future that had been erased, a paradise lost because of a choice made by the Weavers centuries ago. He believed that by unraveling the past, he could bring his world back. The fight was brutal. Silas could not only see the past like us, but he could also manipulate it, turning the stone walls into grasping hands and the echoes of gladiators into phantom warriors. He was too powerful. He cornered Alara, and just as he was about to strike, I did something I didn't know I could do. I didn't just see the past, I reached into it. I pulled a legionary shield from a moment an hour ago and blocked his attack. The effort was immense, leaving me drained. We were forced to retreat, jumping through a dozen different times in rapid succession to shake Silas off our trail. We landed in a quiet, serene place, a library that existed outside of time itself. This was the Weaver's sanctuary. Here, we met the archivist, an ancient being who guarded the loom of time. He told us that my ability to pull objects from the past was rare and dangerous. It could unravel the very fabric of reality if not controlled. He also revealed that Silas was once a weaver, the best of them, until his timeline was pruned to prevent a greater catastrophe. His grief had twisted him into the null he was today. The archivist showed us visions within the loom. Silas was heading for the Big Bang, the ultimate anchor point. If he could corrupt the moment of creation, he wouldn't just erase a timeline. He would erase all of them. There was only one way to stop him. We had to use the loom to jump to the beginning of time itself. But the archivist warned us that such a journey was a one-way trip. There was no coming back. Ilara and I looked at each other. There was no choice. We had to go. We found ourselves in a void of pure potential, a swirling nebula of pre-creation. Silas was there, a dark figure against the nascent light. He was weaving threads of nothingness into the dawn of existence. He turned to us, his face a mask of sorrow and rage. "You can't understand," he whispered. "I'm not destroying time. I'm freeing it." The final battle began, not with fists or weapons, but with willpower. We pushed back against his nihilism with our belief in history, in moments, in the beauty of a timeline, flawed as it might be. I reached deep, not just into the past, but into the potential of what could be. I showed Silas visions, not of his lost paradise, but of new worlds, new possibilities that could bloom from the timeline he was trying to save. For a moment, he faltered. In that instant, Alara stabilized the moment of creation, securing the timeline. But Silas wasn't defeated. He smiled, a truly broken smile, and merged himself with the void. "The paradox is complete," he said as he faded. "Now, you will see." The universe exploded into being around us. We were thrown back, not to the library, but to my own time, my own city. Everything looked the same, but it felt different. The air hummed with an energy it didn't have before. My phone buzzed. It was a message from a number I didn't recognize. He didn't erase it. The text read. He rewrote it. "We have a new problem." I looked up at the sky. The moon was shining, but next to it, faint but unmistakable, was another moon, one that had never been there before. "My name is Alex. I used to be a historian of moments. Now, I'm not sure what I am. All I know is that our fight isn't over." Silas didn't lose. He just changed the rules of the game. And we are the only ones who know what's coming. Thanks for watching. If you're as curious as I am to see what happens next, hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss where this timeline takes us.